I thank Ethiopia for its generosity in hosting us and for carrying forward the spirit of Nairobi into this second Africa Climate Summit. 2 years ago, I had the honor of welcoming you to the inaugural Africa Climate Summit in Nairobi. Then, we looked ahead to a future of possibility, of global collaboration and resilient prosperity and inclusive growth for Africa. In Nairobi, we introduced a bold new perspective of Africa as a continent of opportunity and source of solution, not just a victim. We framed climate action not as a burden, but as a driver of economic growth, transformation, and job creation for African communities. Together, we adopted climate-positive growth as our development paradigm. In doing so, the Nairobi Declaration established Africa not only as a partner, but as a power in the emerging global order. 2 years later, we have come a long way. Our potential is recognized, our voice is heard, and our solutions are being deployed. From green infrastructure and climate-smart agriculture to landscape restoration, waste management, and even cutting-edge technologies like direct air capture. Across the continent, African entrepreneurs and communities are innovating and building resilience from the ground up. Yet, while progress has been made, the world around us is changing fast. Global interconnectedness is deepening, but so too is the temptation to retreat into narrow self-interest, transactional partnerships, and short-term gains. Too often, commitments are broken and international solidarity is dismissed as weakness, precisely when the scale of climate crisis demands enhanced cooperation, not less. The truth is undeniable. No nation can solve this crisis alone. Only through bold, united, and sustained collaboration can we avert climate catastrophe. Isolation is not a winning strategy. It is courting failure. Acting alone, we will squander time, waste resources, and forfeit the future. These realities compel us to remain steadfast in building a modern, green, and inclusive industrial base here at home to secure Africa's rightful place in the global economy and to foster the solidarity needed to confront climate change. Ethiopia, as a host of this summit, has rightly placed the emphasis on implementation and finance, moving from vision to action. Realizing our vision of climate-positive growth requires action on two fronts. Africa must exercise its agency decisively, urgently, and coherently. And the international system must dismantle the structural barriers that continue to hold the continent back. Both demand deeper collaboration. Africa is already stepping up. Nationally, regionally, and internationally, we are putting in place policies that attract investment, reward innovation, and ensure fair value for our resources. Increasingly, we present a united African voice in global discussions. We are also bridging previously siloed debates, including linking debt, fiscal space, nature, and climate to craft systemic and coordinated solutions. We have strengthened our institutions and regional mechanisms, from the Alliance of African Multilateral Financial Institutions, and I see TDB, AfriExim, and other African institutions in our midst, while also enhancing the place for African credit rating agency, and also advancing ACFTA through the Africa Green Industrialization Initiative. By linking this initiative with the accelerated partnership of renewables in Africa, we ensure that investment drives progress in both energy and industry. The twin engines of our modern Africa economy built on abundant clean power. Still more, ladies and gentlemen, must be done, including deepening fiscal discipline, accelerating trade integration, mobilizing African institutions' capital, investing in knowledge, and improving governance. These are the foundations of resilience. The Nairobi Declaration is a political compact. Africa must lead in advancing this agenda, while international players have the responsibility and the self-interest to support it. Success will depend on both sides. Africa delivering at home, and the global system opening space where Africa's climate, business, and development goals converge. This requires lowering the cost of capital through reforms at the global financial institutions, expanding concessional flows, mobilizing private investments at scale, integrating climate into lending, and tackling currency and debt risks. It means reforming trade and subsidy regimes and opening global markets to Africa's value-added goods and solutions, from climate-smart agriculture and green industrial products to carbon credits. Climate action risks being sidelined as national security and short-term interests drive transactional approaches to trade and investment. Development assistance is shrinking. While this strengthens our resolve to design, finance, and drive our own future, it also reflects a world where too many assume that for some to win, others must lose. It has never been more urgent for Africa to stand together and demonstrate that collaboration delivers prosperity and peace for all of us. Our economies, our weather systems, and our very survival are interconnected. We must focus on win-win solutions because they do exist and they are firmly within reach. That is why we are here, to celebrate our achievements since the first Africa Climate Summit in Nairobi, confront challenges with unity, hold ourselves accountable, and inspire one another to greater action. We captured that spirit in the report we released today. We called it, and I quote, Africa's Journey of Climate Action and Partnership, to reflect that our climate summits are not events, but part of a journey towards a climate-safe future, a destination that is certain, but only if we journey together. There are copies of this summation available in this summit. This journey, ladies and gentlemen, also includes our global partners, who must be held accountable not only to us, but to the future of humanity. From this Addis Ababa, home of humanity, our ancestors ventured into the world. Today, from this same home, let us offer transformative solutions to preserve the human family. With innovation, determination, and unity, Africa will drive global climate action and shape a sustainable, prosperous future for us and for everybody. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your strong advocacy and commitment to climate action.
Excellencies, we're not here to negotiate our survival. We're here to design the world's next climate economy. If we make the right choices now, Africa can be the first continent to industrialize without destroying its ecosystems. An economy will build, power, and lead. In Ethiopia, we have seen what is possible when determination is driven by clear purpose. This takes shape through deliberate, data-driven actions that respond to our challenges and opportunities. Guided by purpose, we are implementing initiatives that shows the power of vision and community efforts. In 2019, we launched the Green Legacy Initiative. 7 years on, we have planted over 48 billion seedlings. They cool our land, protect our soil, restore watersheds, provide food, create jobs, and grow exports. Through a nutrition program called Yelema Turufat, or Bounty of the Basket, and our Climate Resilient Wheat Initiative, we are reshaping food systems, reducing imports, and growing rural incomes with climate-smart irrigation and sustainable practices. These are African solutions to global food and climate challenges. Soon, we will inaugurate the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, a continental symbol of self-reliance, unity, and clean energy. It will provide over 5,000 megawatts of renewable power, lightening the way to fair energy for Ethiopia and East Africa. As we prepare for COP30, Africa must stand not as a bloc of negotiators, but as a continent of solutions, fulfilling the vision of Agenda 2063 for a prosperous, resilient, and innovative future. We must make Africa the place where the world sees climate goals achieved, where reforestation is not a pilot project, but a culture, where climate-smart agriculture feeds millions, and where green corridors connect cities and rural areas in a shared economy of life. To achieve this, our partnership must evolve. We ask our global partners not to fund us because we are impacted, but to invest with us because we are visionary. To turn vision into reality, I propose the launch of an African Climate Innovation Compact, a bold, continental-wide partnership uniting our universities, research institutions, startups, rural communities, and innovators. By 2030, the compact should aim to deliver 1,000 African solutions to tackle climate challenges in energy, agriculture, water, transport, and resilience. Africa will not only meet its needs, but boost exports, powering growth beyond our borders and advancing Pan-African prosperity. This compact will be funded and owned by Africans in partnership with the world, but never beholden to it. We are the first African generation with the means to heal what was broken, and the last with the time to do it. That's why Ethiopia is proud to present its candidacy to host COP32 in 2027. We invite the world to Africa's capital of diplomacy in climate ambition, to witness our solutions, and to help shape the future. Let us show the world that the continent of origins will also be the continent of solutions. I thank you.
Africa's common position is, number one, to deliver finance at the right scale and on the right terms. Number two, to operationalize and capitalize loss and damage, moving from pledges to predictable disbursements that reach frontline countries like Somalia quickly and directly, aligned with the nationally led priorities. Number three, back adaptation at scale to scale up investment in resilient agriculture, water security, and nature-based solutions, ensuring adaptation finance follows directly to vulnerable communities and support nationally defined resilience priorities. Our commitment, Somalia reaffirms its conditional NDC target to reduce emission by 34 below business as usual by 2035, while placing adaptation, protecting lives, food systems, water health, and infrastructure at the center of our development pathway. We will continue integrating climate risk in every sector policy, scaling locally led solutions, and building strong institutions for delivery. Mr. Chair, Excellencies, Africa's case is compelling and just. Decarbonizing the global economy is inseparable from delivering development in Africa. Let Addis Ababa be remembered as the moment we moved from declarations to delivery together. I thank you.